Throughout the history of cinema, there have been only a few figures whose names have become synonymous with the art of filmmaking itself. One of them is Charlie Chaplin, a man who used laughter to tell stories about the most important aspects of life. His films were known worldwide, and his signature look, bowler hat, cane, and worn-out suit, became a symbol of hope, kindness, and the fight against injustice. But his path to fame was not an easy one. His childhood was marked by poverty, and his career began on the theater stage. Charles Spencer Chaplin was born on April 16, 1889, into a poor family in London. His mother, Hannah, was an actress, and his father, Charles, was a singer. But fate was not kind to him. His father passed away early, and his mother lost her sanity. Young Charlie and his brother Sidney ended up in a workhouse. It was there, amid poverty and hunger, that he discovered his greatest weapon: the ability to make people laugh. At just 5 years old, Chaplin made his first public performance. His mother lost her voice on stage, and without hesitation, Charlie stepped in to replace her. It was his first triumph. Later, he joined a children's theater troupe and toured across England. At 14, he landed his first major role, playing a street boy in a stage production of Sherlock Holmes. The theater became his second home. Charlie began performing in theater as a child and quickly realized that the stage was his destiny. In 1910, his troupe embarked on a tour to America, and Chaplin decided to stay. A fateful encounter with producer Max Sennett introduced him to the world of cinema. In 1914, he made his screen debut. However, his early films brought him little satisfaction. Directors didn't allow him to fully showcase his potential, so Chaplin began creating his own stunts and gags, gradually developing his unique style. Chaplin created his legendary character, the Little Tramp, almost by accident. A bowler hat, oversized shoes, a cane, and a small mustache. He put the look together from random props. But this character turned out to be much more than just a comedic figure. The Tramp was a dreamer, a kind soul, a fighter against injustice. He faced hardships but never lost his spirit. This character resonated with millions, especially the poor and working class, who saw themselves in him. In 1921, Chaplin released his first feature film, The Kid, telling the story of a poor man caring for a child. It was a triumph. This was followed by The Gold Rush, City Lights, and Modern Times. In each film, Chaplin masterfully blended comedy with deep drama. City Lights remained a silent film despite the arrival of sound cinema. Chaplin refused to let his tramp speak, fearing it would break the character's magic. The film's final scene, where the heroine realizes who her true savior is, remains one of the most touching moments in cinema history. In 1940, as the world was engulfed in war, Chaplin released The Great Dictator, a satire on Hitler. It was his first sound film, and its final speech became a manifesto of humanism. However, after the war, Chaplin was accused of having communist sympathies. In 1952, while traveling to Europe, he was stripped of his right to return to the United States. Later, Chaplin would say, "I was a victim of hysteria. My only crime was laughing at those in power." Chaplin settled in Switzerland, where he lived with his wife Una and their children. For many years, he remained out of the spotlight. It wasn't until 1972 that Hollywood acknowledged its mistake. Chaplin returned to the U.S. to receive an honorary Oscar. The audience gave him a 12-minute standing ovation, the longest in the history of the Academy Awards. Charlie Chaplin passed away on December 25, 1977. He was buried in Switzerland, but even after his death, his name remained at the center of controversy. In 1978, his coffin was stolen. It was later recovered, and the criminals were arrested. Today, his films continue to inspire millions. He once said, "A day without laughter is a day wasted." Perhaps the greatest tribute to him is the laughter he gave to the world.